After 6 years of marriage, Jake was feeling restless and decided he needed some space to rediscover that initial spark of love. He reconnected with my younger high school friend while I reached out to her brother. After bidding each other goodnight over the phone, we arranged to meet at a hotel. I stayed with my friend until she had too much to drink, not finding a way to excuse myself. Pointing to her brother standing next to me, I mentioned he was also intoxicated and that I couldn't just leave him out on the street. The tension hung thick for a moment until her brother broke the silence, suggesting we split the bill for a discount. 3 months down the line, Jake ended things with my friend, expressing his desire to return to our family and have a child with me. When I tried calling him, her brother picked up and informed me that things weren't over yet because I had just found out I was pregnant a few hours earlier. Late that night, I called Jake, asking if he was coming home. Didn't we agree to take a 3-month break? Is he upset? The separation was doctor's orders. When our marriage hits rough patches, we gotta heed the doc's advice. It's for the best, both of us. Can you hang in there? I pleaded. Sure thing, but where are you tonight? He replied. I'm celebrating my brother's birthday. Mike, you know that. I paused, realizing he'd forgotten it was my birthday too. Good night, sleep tight, babe. I hung up, staring blankly at my phone. The guy next to me couldn't hold back anymore and pinched my waist, asking if I wanted to keep going or not. I turned to him and asked, Is today your birthday? His shirt was messy, his pants half off, and his face flushed with embarrassment. He laughed softly. Yeah, today's my birthday. I remember you celebrated yours just 6 months ago. Your husband loves me so much. He wants to party twice. What can I do? He finished speaking, and silence fell again. Jake probably forgot that during our argument 6 months ago, he had disappeared for an entire night, later using Mike's birthday as an excuse. Mike stood up, lit a cigarette, and glanced around. What now? I ordered some takeout. Not sure about your customs, but where I'm from, you don't have to ditch your pants to grab some food, Jane. He started pulling up his pants, clearly irritated. As soon as he was done, the takeout arrived. Is this what Jane ordered? I stared blankly at the small box inside the bag, noticing the 3mm raised dot label, feeling a sharp pain in my head. Are we eating this? This takeout means we have to ditch our pants, I thought. Mike tossed his cigarette aside, picked me up with one hand, hung me on his shoulder, and kicked the door shut with his foot. He didn't look drunk or weak at all tonight. We kissed our way to the couch, where he settled me on his lap, buried his face in the nape of my neck, and kissed my shoulder. Has he kissed here too? Who? Him, probably. I've had quite a few drinks tonight. I wouldn't dare do this sober. I must have said something to piss him off. At first gentle, he bit my lips and I whimpered in pain. He chuckled softly in my ear. Jane, I haven't even started yet. And you can't handle it. His words stung, making my ears burn with heat. Suddenly, his phone rang. Seeing Jake on the screen, those 3 words made my heart skip. With one hand on my waist, he answered the call. Don't pick up that. I tried to grab the phone, but accidentally answered it. He smirked at me. Jane, you're really playing the field. Enjoying this? No, I replied. He hit the speaker button and placed it beside me. It was Jake on the line. Hearing his voice, I bit my lip, too scared to speak. If Jane calls you, just say I'm with you. Hearing this, my anxious heart sank. Still out playing, huh? Aren't you scared she'll divorce you? Don't bring it up. The little girl is stubborn, wants another round. Jane wouldn't dare leave me. She's more obedient than a dog. What about you celebrating your birthday tonight without taking a girl to a hotel? Me? Mike winked slyly and nudged me mischievously. Is she listening in? I had no clue he'd react like this and almost slipped off his lap. Jake's voice came through the phone. Oh, damn, sorry to keep you waiting, brother. Mike hung up, his eyes wetly glaring at me. Jane, you hurt me. Everywhere. If you don't kiss me, I feel like I'm just a tool to you. No, to both of you. His pitiful gaze was hard to resist. Of course, that's not it. I leaned in to kiss him. Is Jane going to leave him? I didn't answer, and he visibly grew upset. I couldn't grasp where his possessiveness stemmed from. For me, tonight was about revenge, but to him, I was just another girl he had played with, each taking what they wanted. Asking for more would cross the line. No answer. No second chance. I winced in pain, trying to push him away, but he firmly pushed me back down. As my senses heightened, pain mixed with regret, my emotions began to crumble. I cried. He froze for a moment. Sorry, did I hurt you when I lost control? I gotta go. If I stay, what should I do? You're an adult now. Can't you sleep alone? Feeling embarrassed, I grabbed my things and ran out of the hotel. Jake returned on Saturday morning, taking me to his parents' house for dinner. Along the way, he seemed in a good mood. The playlist that hadn't been updated in years now featured current hits. Why are you into these songs now? I asked. He hesitated before saying, maybe my assistant updated it. He switched the music back to the old tunes we used to listen to. Why did you suddenly want me home on Wednesday? Miss me? A little maybe, he replied, still not remembering Wednesday was my birthday. See, separation works. We didn't even talk when we were together. I chuckled bitterly. When we reached his parents' house, a sweet voice inside made the old folks laugh heartily. Jake? A ponytailed girl ran into the yard and rushed straight to Jake, completely ignoring my presence. Why are you here? Jake frowned and glanced at me unconsciously. I scrutinized the girl before me. Was she the one who had been getting along so well with Jake recently, making him so happy every day? Indeed, she was beautiful. Grandma said she was making dumplings today. I came over when I smelled them. When she finally noticed me, she said, "You're Jane, right? Call me sister-in-law." No age difference, Jake scolded her. Sister-in-law sounds too old. Just call her Jane. Lily, she retorted. Lily, 24, and a recent college grad who had just returned from the States, had joined Jake's company after coming back. She was actually 4 years younger than me, but mentally, I felt like I was 10 years older. While I was making dumplings in the kitchen, Lily hovered around me, asking me to teach her how to make them. Can you stop bothering your sister-in-law? Jake grew slightly annoyed at Lily being so close to me. Then should I bother you, Jake? Lily teased. I like Jane, Jake joked. Their banter amused me. Jane, you're so gentle. How do you handle Jake's temper? He has a terrible one. Lily quipped, Oh, it's not that bad. I responded, It's not that bad. He scolded me in the office just because I wrote the wrong word in a proposal, and he even hit my palm. You need to keep him in check, Jane, Lily advised. I was speechless, recalling how I met Jake in college. We worked on an event proposal together, and I misspelled his name, which he nagged me about for half a month. He was serious and fierce, even made me cry. But after that, he spoke to me gently, and everyone said he was completely under my influence. Maybe he really loved me back then. People change. Jane, aren't you planning to have a baby yet? Grandma asked, a question inevitable every time I visited home. We will soon, this year, Jake answered. A bowl accidentally knocked over and broke on the floor. Lily cut her hand. Sorry, I broke the bowl. Oh, it's just a bowl, Grandma said. Jake, take her upstairs to bandage the wound, Grandma instructed. With Lily injured, the topic of pregnancy was put on hold. Jake drove me back home with Lily in the front seat, fixing her makeup. Jane, my lipstick fell. Can I touch it up? You don't mind, right? I stood in front of the car, lost in thought. I remembered she had already touched up her lipstick when she came downstairs from Jake's room. What kind of lipstick is this? So easy to smudge. Just a heads up. I patiently waited for her to finish her makeup, but Jake lost his patience and ordered her to get off the seat. Hurry up, you know it already, he scolded. Jane, look at him. Be a little nicer. Don't make her cry, I said reluctantly as Lily moved to the back seat. On the way, Jake was unusually talkative, asking me where I'd been, what I'd eaten, and where I still wanted to go. To outsiders, it seemed like he was meticulously caring for me. Lily tried to interrupt, but Jake shouted at her to shut up. I quietly appreciated Jake's concern, but my heart was in turmoil. Does he love me? Can't see clearly. All I could think about was the dirty talk Mike whispered in my ear that night. I had no idea siblings and family could be brought up in bed. It's weird. Otherwise, how could Jake have his ex wanting to get back together after breaking up and not getting a single bad review? Mike is truly impressive. Lost in my thoughts, I heard Jake pulling me back. What are you thinking about? Were you listening to what I just said? I snapped out of it. Oh, what did you say? Aren't you going home? Jake asked. I have a meeting this afternoon. I remember you didn't have any meetings today. I almost blurted out. Jake fell silent. Are you starting again? Monitoring my every move? Didn't the doctor tell you to relax, not to think about it, not to spy, but to focus on your own life? You made your secretary send me your schedule again. What am I supposed to do? He seemed a bit overwhelmed. I stood there in a daze, and Lily, still in the car, watched us quarrel without daring to interrupt. I'm sorry, it was your secretary who sent it to me at the beginning of the month. I deleted it, but I don't know how I remembered it. I don't know how I turned into this person. For the past 2 years, I've been so sensitive and suspicious. Every month, his secretary would send me his schedule. If he didn't answer my calls, and it wasn't during work hours on the schedule, I would bombard his phone with calls. Then we'd argue endlessly. After arguing, I would feel wrong, then start to regret, apologize to him, and beg for reconciliation. After seeing a psychologist, he advised me not to monitor him, not to check his schedule, not to check his phone. I started to restrain myself. I deleted his schedule, forced myself to call him as little as possible, not to text him, not to check his phone, but he would still disappear for a few days. I was losing my mind. I just arranged this meeting last night. Of course you wouldn't know. All right, you go home and rest first. I'll take you to the concert after I finish work. Okay, feeling like a laughingstock, I hurriedly got out of the car and waved goodbye to him. Just as I reached the elevator, I picked up my phone and found a message. You're so annoying. Why didn't you wear it last night? Go buy some medicine for me. I stared at the message for a full minute before realizing it wasn't my phone. It was Jake's. My heart numbed. Jake quickly came back to retrieve his phone. Why are you looking so upset? Are you sick? I didn't know his phone password, and he was sure I hadn't seen it. He didn't even lock the screen, so I probably saw the message he just sent. Maybe I had low blood sugar. He didn't suspect anything. As soon as I got home, I received a delivery of glucose, medicine, and bubble tea he ordered for me. A bunch of stuff. It was amazing that after so many years, he still remembered I liked honey pomelo tea, but I'd been on a diet and cut sugar, so I hadn't had bubble tea in a long time. Staying at home, I took out my phone and opened Mike's profile picture, which was all black, just like every time I saw him. Always at night. After hesitating for half a day, I finally sent a message. Are you awake? A red exclamation mark appeared on the screen. Okay, I've been deleted. Damn it, am I that unattractive? Jake doesn't want to touch me? After a one-night stand, he deleted me. The more I thought about it, the angrier I became. I sent a friend request to Mike. He accepted it in a second. Are you awake? It's been 3 days and I still haven't woken up. I'm in a coma. The conversation went on all day, and I didn't know what to say. Why did you delete me? To avoid being played by a bad woman a second time. I had nothing to say to that. Oh, what are you doing? Racing? Can I come see you? Don't come. Why are you answering if you don't want to get a divorce? I don't know why. I just want to do something to relieve my anxiety at the moment. And then stop thinking about how many times Jake and Lily need to reapply lipstick at the office. Why aren't you talking? You're making it really hard for me. Jake is my brother. We've known each other since we were kids. If he finds out, I'm dead, Jane. And he has money. And he looks good. Why are you both torturing me? But you're more handsome than him. He immediately sent a location. I'm irritated. Come here. But it turned out to be just chatting. I put on a sexy camisole dress, called a cab, and left. On the way, the mountain wind blew, waking me up. I regretted it. He and his friends were racing. Wouldn't a lot of people see me? If they saw me and asked who I was, how would I explain? Jake's brother. People there should know Jake too. As I struggled with this, I decided to back out. By the time I made up my mind, I had already arrived. I thought since I was there, I'd just say hi and leave. When they took me to find Mike, a large group of people was huddled together, like they were arguing. Mike, Jane's here. The place suddenly went silent. Are you busy? Then I'll go first. I tried to think of any excuse to slip away. He stood up from the crowd and looked at me, looking pitiful. Jane, I've been beaten up. It hurts so much here. He pointed to his hand. I just saw his face and hands covered in blood. What happened? Stop fighting. I'm calling the police. I stood in front of Mike and told those people to stop. They looked at me, shocked. No need. Mike stopped me from calling the cops. They're unreasonable. Let's go. Those people were even more shocked. Wow. Great acting. Impressive. Mike glared at them, and they dared not speak anymore. I took Mike to the hotel and helped him with his wounds. He kept staring at me, making me uncomfortable. Why are you staring at me? I was thinking, you're so timid. How could you dare stand in front of me today? Weren't you scared of them? I was scared, but I couldn't just leave him there. Oh, Jane, do you care about me? Not really, just kiss me, Jane. Huh, I thought we were just having a casual chat. Let's chat on the bed. He passionately kissed me. I responded fervently. Then I tried on lipstick after lipstick from my bag, not knowing what had gotten into me. What does the lipstick taste like? I asked him. It's so spicy. It's killing me, Jane. Ignoring his injuries, he kept asking, does it feel good? If it feels good, you can't go back to seeing him. His stamina was impressive. After getting beaten up like that, he could still fight till late at night. In the end, he just overslept. When he woke up, it was already 6 a.m. I had dozens of missed calls on my phone, all from Jake. This was more calls than he'd made to me all year. Mike still hadn't woken up, and when I closed the door, I heard him drop his phone inside. I took a taxi back home, just changed my shoes, and found Jake sitting on the living room sofa. He opened his eyes upon hearing the noise. Where did you go last night? I was a bit flustered for the first time. I went out on a date, I joked. His expression turned serious. Who did you go on a date with? I admitted, I've been busy at work lately and I might have neglected you a bit, but you don't need to lie to make me feel guilty. I didn't say anything more. He's pretty busy with his second woman, Jake said. I asked Wendy. She said, you were at her place. Next time, don't watch movies so late. She has a boyfriend now. It's inappropriate for you to stay at her place. I hesitated for a moment. Wendy is my best friend. I always go to her place whenever I have a fight with Jake. I just didn't expect Jake actually went to ask her. Even more unexpected was Wendy helping me cover up the lie. Sometimes I even thought about blowing everything up, letting him find out, having a showdown, and ending everything once and for all. But then I felt like that would be too easy for him. Just being fed up with me, playing with one girl after another. Why should I make it easy for him to have a comfortable life? Divorce? I won't divorce him. I want to torture him back. Did you come straight from the hotel this morning? Why so early? Hotel? What are you talking about? His expression became tense. I mean the company. I really don't understand how you, as a CEO, can work overnight all the time. I asked him with a smile. Auntie said you've been away from home for several nights this past month. It must be for the company, right? Are you separated? He lives in the downtown area, near the company. I'm worried he can't take care of himself, so I hired an auntie for him, and I also personally go over to bring him some food and clothes. Every time I go, the aunt casually leaks his whereabouts during our chat. Are you still spying on me? Jane, didn't we agree not to do that anymore? I didn't ask. I went to deliver things, and the aunt mentioned it herself. He was clearly not happy. You know what? The more you do this, the less interested I become in you. Which man can handle an irrational, crazy woman? I was stunned. Then who can he handle? The little girls. He was also stunned. What nonsense are you talking about? He took out tickets to a concert. The concert last night. Waited for you all night. Couldn't reach you by phone. So he bought tickets for tonight. Thanks. He was supposed to accompany me, but I have a commitment tonight. He lied. He dressed so casually today just to go with me to the concert. Probably got upset when the aunt revealed his whereabouts. After he left, the aunt told me she was fired. I sat there with the concert ticket in my hand and finally sent a photo to Wendy. Going to the concert? Want to join? Oh my God, you remembered to message me. Where were you last night? You scared me. Went to the concert with Wendy. She said I was crazy for staying out all night without giving her a heads up. You were with Mike last night. Mike, damn. Jake's reckless brother. Wendy thought I'd lost it. How could I think about messing with Mike? Jake is fooling around again. How many times now? Not sure. Wendy sighed. That's why you're acting crazy. You say he doesn't love me anymore, yet he cares for me in every way possible. Every time he travels, he buys me something nice. He gets all nervous and buys a bunch of medicine whenever I feel slightly unwell. Apart from my parents, no one has been this good to me, yet he doesn't touch me. Why is he sleeping with young girls then? To spare you from pain. Wendy looked at me. I sarcastically asked, do you really believe in trash men? How long has it been since he touched you? Over 2 years, I think. Jesus, and you're not considering divorce? I want a divorce. I'm just not ready to accept it. Why should he have it easy? We've been together from freshman year to now. It's been 10 years. On our graduation day, he excitedly proposed to me on the lawn, saying I was his fairy. That moment feels like yesterday. How come now he says I'm an irrational, crazy woman? Maybe you should talk to him properly. He says he's too busy. Even if he's busy, he can spare an hour or two. And please stop contacting Mike. His parents have connections in both the legal and illegal world. Quite intimidating. They could make his girlfriend disappear anytime. I wasn't really in the mood to watch the whole concert. I kept thinking about this question. I took out my phone, ready to delete Mike, but maybe he had already deleted me. So I cautiously tapped on my phone. And it worked. What's up? He messaged back in a second. Click the wrong button, I replied. I was bored and thought of your tools. Your tools are unavailable today, not interested. So cold, I didn't even want to make plans with him. How about we just delete each other? I'm really busy today. Do you know that being too flirtatious is not good for your health? Nope. Then, goodbye. Goodbye, my foot. What are you up to? Watching the concert. Then wait for me. Ridiculous. I didn't know what he meant by making me wait. Probably he was going to delete me. Whatever, I also deleted him. He's a playboy, he's not a good guy, and I'm not a good person either. It's fine, we both get what we need. Just delete and be done with it. No burden on each other. After some thought, I messaged Jake. Can you come home tonight? I want to talk to you. Whether it's divorce or continuing to live separately, we need to find a way out. We can't keep going like this. Okay, I'll come pick you up after the concert. I stood at the intersection waiting for Jake. Just as I saw his car, my phone rang. Jane, turn around. As I turned, I saw Mike riding a motorcycle against the light not far away, smiling as he walked towards me. Didn't we just delete each other? Why did you add me again? He reached out to touch my head, but I dodged. At that moment, Jake's car pulled up beside me. Mike's smile froze as Jake rolled down the window and stared at him. What are you doing here? Jake asked Mike, who looked at me without answering. Why are you looking at me? I said. He came to pick me up. Wendy stood there looking bewildered, but eventually took on all the questions. How did you two even meet? Jake asked, puzzled. Just a coincidence. Throughout the exchange, Mike didn't say a word, just kept staring at me. I got into Jake's car and through the rearview mirror, saw him smoking for a long time. What are you looking at? Jake asked me. Nothing. You should keep Wendy away from Mike. She's in a relationship, and Mike is quite a weirdo. Lately, it seems like he's playing around with a married woman. A married woman? Yeah, he said. He's fallen for a married woman who's about to divorce. Asked me what to do. I was shocked, my hands starting to tremble. What did you say? What could I say? Just be careful not to get tricked, and try not to get caught. He's always playing around like that. I've never checked Mike's social media. No need to know about him. After Jake's words, I accepted Mike's friend request and opened his social media. He had just posted a status 5 minutes ago. I can be fooled by 3 women, but I can't be fooled by 1 woman 3 times. Jake commented, Dude, you got what you deserved. As I was looking at it, a hand reached out trying to take my phone, and I instinctively dodged. I'm using your phone for navigation. There's heavy rain and traffic ahead. Jake looked surprised. Your reaction is like there's a secret on your phone. Aren't you the one who said to respect each other's privacy? Let me handle the navigation. I deleted Mike and then slowly opened the map for directions. Sitting in his car, I couldn't help but think, when I wanted to use Jake's phone before, did he feel the same way? Scared stiff, breaking out in a cold sweat? Even after deleting him, there was still no sense of security when someone else used the phone. In the end, Jake and I still didn't talk it out because he got a call halfway, dropped me off at home, and left again. Be right back. His be right back turned out to be back at 5 in the morning. I waited on the couch the whole time and woke up when he came back. He asked me, "What did you want to talk about last night?" I forgot. I didn't forget. I just missed that moment and felt it wasn't necessary anymore. He didn't ask further questions and went to work again. Alone at home, Wendy texted me saying, "Mike is crazy, asking me when you're getting a divorce." Soon. Is that the main point? The main point is Mike is a lunatic. What's he up to? Wrecking other people's families. Not really wrecking, it's already a mess. Another weekend, another visit to Jake's parents' house. Jake came to pick me up early as usual. I didn't expect the house to be so lively. I managed to stay composed when I saw Lily, but when I saw Mike, I was dumbfounded. "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" we both asked at the same time. "You guys are really something, not welcoming me here." Jake looked at me strangely. The atmosphere was really awkward. "Of course I'm here to see you." Mike's words startled me. Fortunately, he finally patted Jake on the back and said his piece. "What's there to see in a big guy like me? Do your own thing." "Oh, I just wanted to show some care." "Is everything sorted out from that night?" Jake glared at him, warning him not to speak out of line. Mike looked innocent. "Jane, he's scolding me." "What, Jane?" "Call her sister-in-law." Jake seemed quite fed up. "Oh, sister-in-law." Mike smiled at me. "Sister-in-law, seems I don't have your message yet." "Don't bother, sister-in-law. She won't add you," Jake warned him. When Jake walked away, Mike leaned over and whispered in my ear, "Sister-in-law, does he know that we've been kissing in private?" Now you're deleted again. Waking up to being deleted by you feels like doomsday, Jane." A shiver ran down my spine. I didn't know what he was trying to do. During dinner, I found out exactly why he was there. It turned out Grandpa Jake intended to match Lily and Mike, so he invited them over for dinner. He also wanted us to play matchmaker. I was totally caught off guard. They do make a good match. Besides that, I didn't know what to say. Fine, let's forget about Mike. I'll introduce someone else to Lily in the future. Jake clearly disagreed. "Then who do you want me to introduce to?" Lily questioned Jake at the dinner table, sounding a bit teary. My first thought was, are they having a fight? Oh, this is going to be interesting. So many singles at the company. Are they really all single? As soon as this was said, Grandpa couldn't help but adjust his glasses to ease the awkwardness. "Stop just watching the show. Eat your food, Jane." Mike whispered in my ear and handed me a peeled shrimp. "Mike, what are you doing?" Even though Jake was arguing with Lily, he still noticed what was happening. He only remembered my shrimp allergy after peeling it. "I can't waste it." "Hope you don't mind, sister-in-law." I washed my hands. I was genuinely shocked. "He's quite bold. Thank you." Just as I was about to eat, Jake picked it up and ate it in one bite. "Aren't you allergic too?" Mike smirked at him. "Go away. Be honest." Jake couldn't be bothered, feeling a bit moody. Mike didn't say anything more. Grandpa and Grandma were trying to persuade Lily and Mike to get to know each other more. They've known each other since childhood. Watching them grow up, they can become even better. "Grandma, I actually like someone already." Lily politely declined. "Grandpa, I don't like her type." Mike refused more firmly. "Then what kind of person do you like?" Grandpa asked again. Mike looked at me. As soon as he looked at me, I felt scared. A woman like sister-in-law, gentle and kind, and her relationship with Jake is so great, really makes me envious. Luckily, he changed the subject in time. Otherwise, I felt like Jake might flip the table at any moment. "And Lily, what kind of person do you like?" Grandma asked. Lily stared at Jake, then lowered her head, tears falling. "Just broke up. Don't want to date for the rest of my life." They broke up. Now I'm even more surprised. "Oh, that's too bad. Why didn't they bring them here to show us?" Grandma patted her shoulder to comfort her. Jake remained silent for a long time, as if he had made a decision. He didn't want me to have his child, took me to the hospital, then broke up. At that moment, everyone fell into complete silence at the table. The atmosphere was awkward to the extreme. To be honest, I lost my appetite too. She's pregnant, and the child is Jake's. Later, Lily cried. The old folks comforted her. Jake went out to smoke. Mike looked at me. I looked at my phone. The dinner was full of surprises. There was too much information to digest. After dinner, Jake invited Mike and other friends to play basketball. I didn't want to go, but Lily insisted I accompany her. She said it was for relaxation. Aren't you going to ask me who he is? Lily asked me. You'll tell me if you want me to know. Forget it. You wouldn't know him even if I told you. She looked at me and asked, what does it feel like to be loved by Jake? I almost laughed at her question. How would I know? He doesn't love me. Don't overthink it. I just think you two are very affectionate, and I want to know what it feels like to be together for a lifetime. Not really that affectionate. I looked at her. Is it worth it to abort a child for someone who doesn't love you? Jake is really ruthless, not even wanting his own child. Very happy. At least I felt happy when I found out I was pregnant with his child. It's just that he can't have this child now. What do you mean, Mike? I felt like she was declaring war on me. He's not divorced yet. His wife doesn't want a divorce. She said it very calmly. He has a wife, and you're pregnant with his child. I laughed. How could she say it so matter-of-factly? But he doesn't like his wife. He said he feels suffocated just thinking about her. He said only with you can he feel the love. He loves me. I believe we will have children together. My beliefs were shattered. What is love? What is marriage? Can they both be separated? Sister-in-law, don't you feel it's pointless to have a marriage without substance? If it were me, I would have divorced long ago. Why cling to it? She was practically asking for my ID card. If he truly loves you, why doesn't he divorce his wife and marry you, especially since you're already pregnant? I retorted. She stood there, gritting her teeth, tears swirling in her eyes. At that moment, I suddenly felt so tired, unprecedentedly tired. Jake seemed nervous, afraid of what Lily might say to me. He kept an eye on our conversation while playing basketball. Just after coming off the court, he ran over. What are you guys talking about? He's talking about her plan to have another baby with her boyfriend. I replied with a smile. Jake glared at Lily, and she finally couldn't act so boldly anymore. Lily, I have a file in the car. Can you help me take it to the office? Lily looked at me, then obediently followed Jake to the parking lot. Once they got to the parking lot, Lily hugged him. However, Jake pushed her away. What did you guys talk about? He questioned her. Why are you nervous? I didn't tell her it was you. Lily looked at him with a plaintive expression. What do you want to do? I want to confront her, make her divorce you. Lily hugged Jake again. Why should she let you support her? She's old and ugly, yet she clings to that position. Who do you think you are? It's your turn to speak for her. Jake grabbed her by the neck. If you dare to approach her, I'll send you back to America. Lily stood still, crying, then slowly tiptoed to kiss Jake. At first, Jake resisted, but later he hugged her waist. Why can't you be good? The next second, they were kissing passionately. Stop looking. A voice came from behind, covering my eyes with a hand. It was Mike. His palm touched me, and I realized I was crying. Why are you crying? Mike's usual casual demeanor disappeared as his voice softened. Do you think I'm old and ugly? Yes, sis, old and ugly, having a great time pulling my leg. Crazy he wasn't playing me. They even kissed. Should we kiss too? Didn't we agree to delete each other that day? Let's not kiss. I was about to leave, but he grabbed me. Damn it, let's just kiss. He bent down to kiss me, devoid of lust, just gently wiping away my tears with a kiss. Stop crying, he's not worth it. When the kiss became emotional, he retaliated by biting me. Sis, why does it have to be him? Can it be me? Why cry over him? For a moment, his calling me sis unexpectedly caused a twinge in my heart. What was meant to be a simple kiss was initiated by me. Unable to handle it, he pushed me away. Can you please stop being so bold? He's right there. Are you afraid of him? I even thought if Jake saw this scene, how satisfying it would be for me. Am I afraid of him? I'm afraid of you. He sighed, pushing me away. You're driving me crazy, Jane. How am I supposed to play basketball like this? Following his gaze down, I was also taken aback. It was a bit too obvious. He seemed to be easily aroused. Play what? Baseball? Damn it, provoke me again, and I'll take you to my car. You won't go home tonight, believe it or not. Forget it. I remember I have to go buy water for you guys. I slipped away, sitting by the flower bed. He cast a resentful look at me. I sat on the edge of the field, continuing to watch them play basketball. Thoughts drifted into outer space, not even knowing what I was thinking about. Thinking about the first time I met Jake, his first confession to me, the first time we broke up. But Mike's face kept popping up in my mind, and his joking words he said to me earlier. Sis, why does it have to be him? Can it be me? He just stood there looking at me, then walked towards me. Sis, can you give me a bottle of water? I'm thirsty. His arrival interrupted Jake. Jake, not knowing where his anger came from, threw a basketball at him? What the hell? Can't you see? You've got no skills, Mike. Are you crazy today? Unexpectedly, Mike didn't dodge and just stood there. Blood immediately flowed from his forehead. I just wanted some water. Was that necessary? Some went to pull Jake away, and some went to give first aid to Mike. It was chaos. When Jake went to smoke on the side, Mike looked at me from afar. Jane, I'm in pain. Go back and apply some ice, but I don't want you to go with him. He just stayed like that until Jake came over and dragged me away. As Jake approached, I saw Lily crying and running away. On the way back, neither of us said a word. The atmosphere was oppressive. Jane, we're not getting a divorce. You can check my company schedule, check my phone, report to you every day. Anyway, we're not getting a divorce. Why go through all this trouble? I could never divorce you in my life. Jake disagreed with the divorce. He moved back into the house, saying there would be no separation, not just a lack of separation. He practically guarded me at home 24 hours a day. He even slept in the same bed with me. When he undid my nightgown, I avoided him. What's wrong? Didn't you say you wanted a baby? He tried to kiss me again, but I evaded him. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep in the guest room. I realized I was repulsed by him. I couldn't even lie in the same bed with him. Mike messaged me again. It's okay if you don't add me as a friend. I just want to know how you're doing. I'm well behaved. I'll just look at your account, won't like or comment, won't disturb you guys. I was going to delete him, but seeing his message, I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just silently deleted our chat history. Who are you texting with all the time? Holding your phone and not saying a word to me. I'm not texting anyone. Then why suddenly talk about divorce? Why don't you know? I don't know. I'm fed up. Even the security guard at the door gives me more feelings than you. Isn't this enough? Jake stood there, pondering for a few seconds. You weren't at home that day. You weren't at Wendy's house at all, right? Who is he? Jake stared at me, finally grabbing my phone. Despite my attempts to change the password, he managed to unlock it after several tries. He still knew me as well as ever. Didn't you chat or delete at all? Let me know who he is. Do you know what you look like right now, Jake? Like what? An unreasonable lunatic. I gave him back the phone. He stood there, frozen. I'm sorry. He finally sighed and returned my phone. When did you add Mike as a friend? Why did you add him? I forgot. He had nothing more to say. Maybe Jake really wanted to return to his family. He had been here for a week, coming back early every day to cook, read with me. And even though he didn't sleep in the same room with me at night, he always came to my room to watch over me before going to bed. I didn't contact Mike again. He must have felt played by me and hated me because he posted something on his moments every day. Scared off by girls? I wouldn't forgive her anymore. I'll forget about her tomorrow. Wendy screenshot and sent it to me. He really fell for you, didn't he? I was a bit shocked but thought it was just a typical guy move. So I didn't pay much attention. I probably wouldn't contact him again in the future. But every time I said I'd never see Mike again, I always ran into him. In the breakfast shop, supermarket, at traffic lights. But every time he saw me, it was like seeing a stranger, and he never greeted me. I heard he cut his blonde hair, started working at his dad's company, focused, and stopped fooling around. That's good. For someone as handsome and rich as him, there are plenty of girls chasing him. I'm just the most inconspicuous one in his life. On a weekend night, my period pain made me break out in a cold sweat. I endured it for a long time, couldn't take it anymore, and messaged Jake. "Are you asleep?" "Yes, good night." Then I went to knock on his door, but found no one inside. I sat in a daze against the wall for a long time. When I checked my phone, I saw Lily's Moments post. "I have a date tonight." It was her sneaky capture of Jake's shadow. Before I could take a closer look, she had already deleted it. So, does Jake love me during the day, cuddle me to sleep at night, and then love someone else? Just as I was about to exit the message, I saw a friend request from Mike. He deleted me again, saying, "Don't drive me crazy if you do. I'm coming to find you." It was from a few days ago. I hit accept, scrolling through his moments. I saw a post from 5 minutes ago. "What does she think she is sending me this?" I replied with, "Can you help me get a cab?" He deleted the post in a second and reposted, "What do I think I am?" Then he messaged, "Where are you?" I was in so much pain that I had no strength to type, so I sent him my location directly. Then I recorded a voice message telling him how much pain I was in. I waited for 15 minutes. Mike's 15 minutes were actually just 10 minutes. He said he ran 5 red lights and almost saw his great-grandmother. By the time we arrived at the hospital, the doctor said it wasn't period pain, but acute appendicitis. I needed immediate surgery. Surgery required a family member's signature. I called Jake, but his phone was off. Damn him, that damn Jake! It was the first time I had seen Mike curse so angrily. Mike was always weak in front of me. He couldn't win fights and would complain about minor inconveniences. He seemed easy to bully. When did he ever curse at someone? "Can't I do that?" "I am your future family member," he said, leaving the doctor confused. In the end, I signed the paper myself. Mike stood guard at the door. When I came out, his eyes were still red. He said he had been thinking about what he would do if I had died. This surgery was very routine. I wasn't going to die. The doctor was speechless with him. By dawn, Jake finally sent a message. "What's up? Where were you last night?" I asked him. "I was on a business trip." "Weren't you the one saying you wouldn't go on any more business trips? You wouldn't even bother acknowledging me at home. Don't you find me annoying, or are you tired of me? So you're in the States now. When's a good time to talk?" I didn't reply. Appendicitis was a minor surgery, and I was discharged within a few days. Jake never came, not even a message. It was typical. He often disappeared after arguments. These days, Mike took care of me. He said he liked seeing me in bed, but these days with me lying pale in bed had turned him off. He said he liked seeing me in bed, but these days, with me lying pale in bed, had turned him off. Don't get sick in the future. You're not pretty when sick. Who's pretty when sick? He was a bit exasperated. Sometimes I really want to slap you. He said that, but he still cared for me like a mother, washing my face, wiping my sweat, and doing my laundry. After being discharged, I didn't want to go back home. I felt disgusted by the place. Mike asked if I wanted to stay at his place, but I didn't want to go there either. In the end, I went to a hotel, planning to stay there for 10 days or 2 weeks. When I returned to the hotel after grocery shopping one night, Mike peeked at my shopping bag several times, unable to resist asking me, "The doctor said you need rest. Why did you buy this?" It was buy $188 and get $20 off. I'm used to saving, so I got it to make up the numbers. You're unbelievable. Mike picked up the bags and didn't dare to look inside again. But really, I was just making up the numbers. I suggest you stop thinking about those things for now. You can't do vigorous exercise. If you make a mess, I won't dare. Just behave yourself. I found it amusing to see his face turn red from holding back. Am I an animal? It was clear he had been holding back for a long time. His ears even started to redden. Before he could say anything again, a real animal showed up. Why are you so stupid? You're still young. You have your whole life ahead of you. Marriage isn't all fun and games, but I like you. The thought of you going home and lying on the same bed with her kills me. I want to marry you, why can't I? But I'm already married, I have a wife. How can I marry you? I don't care, I just want to. Stop it. The next moment, Jake appeared in the hallway, carrying Lily. I wanted to avoid them, but I was too shocked and missed the best moment to do so. Now, they were walking towards me. Contrary to what I had imagined, I was more nervous than sad, even more so than him. The moment Jake saw me, he let go of Lily's hand. Lily, who had been throwing a tantrum in his arms, suddenly stood on the ground. As our eyes met, the air was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Jake spoke first. The junior drank too much. Oh, I see. I can't leave her alone on the bar table. He made perfect sense. And what about you two? We met on the main road. He was lying on the roadside. Looked like he got drunk. After all, he's your brother. I couldn't leave him lying on the main road. Jake's expression was very complicated. For the next minute, no one said a word. The seemingly calm lake surface hid turbulent waves beneath. He was questioning, weighing options. I decided to take a stand, but Mike quickly got into character and started acting drunk. Luckily, I found you guys. I saw online that if we book 2 rooms, we get a 50% discount for every $800 spent. How about we split the bill? Damn, such nerve. I saw Jake's face turn from red to black, black to white, clearly enjoying the show. Feeling nauseous, Mike broke the silence again, taking the lead to open the door to the room. How about we split the bill? Jake followed suit. Once back in the room, Mike pushed me against the door. Give me a kiss, Jane. Don't puke in my mouth. What haven't you tasted before? You're such a freak. He's still outside, but don't you like it this way? He held me and passionately kissed me. I didn't dare respond because Jake was right next door, and I wasn't that bold. But his kissing skills were impressive. Within minutes, my legs turned to jelly. My shopping bags fell to the ground, spilling their contents everywhere. Jane smells so good. What if I don't want to leave? Where are you going? To get beaten up? Those light words made me start to worry. Before he could continue, there was a knock on the door. Lock the door behind you, okay? He patted my head and went to face the music without hesitation. As he opened the door, Jake stood there, staring at me. What were you doing all this time with the door closed? No one answered him. His gaze fell on the scattered items on the floor, landing on a small box. In an instant, his fist swung towards Mike. I trusted you like a brother, and you went after my wife. Mike didn't dodge. He took the punch head on. I wanted to intervene, but Mike shut the door firmly. Lock it. Stay inside. It's nothing, but it is something. His nose was bleeding. The two of them started a fierce fight outside. In the end, I called the police. At 3 a.m, the 4 of us were taken to the police station to give statements. Jane is Jake's wife. Taking her to a hotel, you lack moral standards, and such serious matters can result in detention. The police lectured Mike. I never had many morals to begin with. The police were speechless. Jake seemed like he was about to attack, but was stopped by the police. In the end, Mike's parents came to the station to pick him up. When his mother saw me, she couldn't help but shake her head. You're married, seducing my son? Do you have any conscience? I was the one who was seduced first. Enough. His father slapped him. Mike was beaten up again. When Jake's parents arrived, they didn't say a word. When they saw Lily, they just remarked, "Wow, you've all grown up so much. I still remember you as a child." What seemed like a love triangle fight to them turned into a family gathering. I laughed. I want a divorce. I sent him the divorce agreement and never returned to that house. Jake said we could sign it, have a meal together, and part on good terms. Jake's family had always been kind to me. Since we were getting divorced, there was no need to make things more awkward. Having a meal together really didn't mean much, but I realized it was all wrong once I got there. My parents and some of his relatives were also invited. The venue was decorated rather elegantly. I asked him what was going on, but he didn't say. Everyone was there, and I couldn't make a scene. During the meal, my grandparents asked him, "Are you pregnant?" Surprising us all with good news. I was completely baffled. It seemed my grandparents were unaware of the divorce. I hadn't told my parents, planning to do so after the paperwork was done to avoid being persuaded to reconcile. Then Jake took out a box and knelt down. It wasn't about being pregnant. It was our 10th anniversary. I wanted to use this birthday celebration to propose to her again. How romantic. Only he could be so thoughtful, even remembering to propose on our 10th anniversary. Applause erupted from the crowd. Jane, we've been through 10 years together. I've made a lot of mistakes, but today I realize I still love you and can't live without you. Will you marry me again? Say yes already. Ah, so touching. Everyone cheered. I stood there, feeling both angry and amused. But it's not my birthday today. But your ID shows it is today. I planned this for so long. I've always celebrated my birthday according to the lunar calendar. On my birthday, you said you were with Mike, but he wasn't with you that day. He just stood there, stunned. So, were you really with him? I've been with you for 10 years, and you can't even remember my birthday. You say you love me. Don't you find that funny? It's not today, but people just use any excuse to celebrate. There's no need to make a fuss. His parents were still trying to explain. Exactly, Jane. Don't make a big deal out of this. Even my parents were siding with him. I couldn't take it anymore. I sent the divorce papers. And while he was saying he would think about it, he was secretly planning to morally blackmail me by inviting all our relatives. After 10 years, I didn't know he was this kind of person. Stop it, Jane. Don't cause a scene. We're still waiting for you to give us a grandchild this year. Someone can have a child with him, but he doesn't want one, right, Jake? Your grandparents should know too. My grandparents' faces fell, but they didn't argue back. It seemed they also knew something was going on between Jake and Lily. I thought my grandparents would at least be on my side, but it turned out they just wanted a grandchild, no matter who had it. What are you talking about? Jake thought I didn't know. Lily was pregnant with your child, but you made her abort it. What are you talking about? Jake thought I didn't know. Lily was pregnant with your child, but you made her abort it. On my birthday, you were with her. You two had dates and kissed in front of me, and she even reapplied your lipstick that you wore off in front of me. And on the day of my appendectomy surgery, you were with her. You said you'd break it off with her, then kissed her passionately on the basketball court. You said you'd break it off with her, then comforted her while drinking and getting crazy at the hotel. Jake, you said you've made many mistakes in these 10 years and hoped I'd give you another chance. How can I give you a chance? In another 10 years, I'll be 40 and my love might have run out. Sign the papers. Stop contacting me. I threw the divorce papers at him and walked away. As I walked past, I saw Lily hiding, not daring to speak up, and I was furious. I went over and poured a glass of red wine over her head. Jane, what are you doing? Don't call me Jane. I find it disgusting. So you knew all along. Then why didn't you divorce him? I slapped her. A mistress has no right to stand here. I am the mistress, but I have one. All right, you've won. I don't want him anyway. I recorded a video of her and posted it on my social media, captioning, "Congrats to my husband for getting a mistress." After posting it, I left and divorced Jake. Jake, I had a lot of worries before the divorce, but when it really came down to it, the divorce went smoother than I had imagined. I moved, found a job. Jake gave me the house. He also gave me a lot of company stocks. He still hoped to make me come back this way. It's all my fault. As long as you're doing well, I can leave with a clear conscience. All right, I've been with you for so many years, and I do have some feelings. Who knows what might happen in the future if you behave well? So Jake gave me all the money, sent me flowers, bags, and a house every day. He thought a marriage certificate was just a piece of paper, but our years of relationship didn't need that paper. I accepted all the things he gave me. Then I sold the bag, sold the house, and threw away the flowers. He still sent me messages every day. I didn't block him or reply. It's funny to see his good morning and good night messages every day. I haven't blocked him or replied. It's funny to see his good morning and good night messages every day. I haven't contacted Mike for 2 months. I heard he was beaten badly by his father and sent abroad. It seems like he's been getting beaten up since he met me. I scrolled through Mike's social media and stopped at a post that said, "Forget her tomorrow." Days went by until one day after work. I didn't want to go home. I ended up in the neighborhood where Mike lived by wandering around on the subway. Actually, I didn't know exactly where Mike lived. Just a rough idea from what he mentioned. He's not in the country either. I didn't even know what I was thinking. Just as I walked to an intersection, someone tapped me on the head. "Are you looking for me?" I looked up and saw Mike, feeling a bit dazed. Mike is tall. I feel like we spent a lot of time lying in bed together without looking closely at how tall he is. Turns out he's much taller than me. What a coincidence to meet you here. I was indeed taken aback. I never thought I'd meet him here. Are you really looking for me? I looked at him, noticing the bandage on his head. Is it that bad? Did you get into a fight again? Yeah, my dad beat me up. Why? And before this, Jake hit you. Why didn't you hide? So is Jane here to demand an explanation? No, I'm here to see how you're doing. 2 months had passed and I thought of checking on me now. Why didn't you wait until I died before coming? Were you waiting for me all this while? No. He turned his face away, clearly not wanting to talk to me. Then I'll head home. Not seeing each other for 2 months. Really don't know what to say. But there's still blood here. It hurts a lot. Can you help me apply some medicine? He pointed to his head. I didn't hesitate and went to his place. How did you get hurt so badly? No choice. I couldn't beat him. If you couldn't beat him, why fight? If you can't beat him, you still must. He sighed, and I noticed a post by someone named Jake, analyzing cooking recipes on social media every day. Jake really hasn't been going out lately. He's been researching cooking at night. That's nice. If he reconciles with you and treats you better, then it's good, right? Do you want that? What else can I do? My hand froze there, telling myself 800 times a day that you won't divorce, that I'm just playing around. I don't even have the right to be jealous. I'm really on the verge of a breakdown, but even so, when you send a message, all my vows go to waste. That day you were in so much pain. I couldn't sign for you because I'm not a family member. Do you know how shattered I was? Just go. I won't like you anymore, Jane. I'll be okay on my own. He finished speaking and turned his face away, not wanting to see. Seeing that he wasn't interested in talking, I felt uninterested as well. I'm leaving then. You can go. Goodbye and never see you again. I picked up the bag, ready to leave. But at the doorway, I suddenly remembered that he hadn't had dinner yet. Do you want to eat takeout? I asked him. He stubbornly said one word, yes. So, I went back and ordered 2 portions of fried rice. After silently finishing the meal at his place, I picked up the takeout box to leave. So did you come here just to eat takeout? What else? I hadn't had dinner. What do you want to eat? He was getting annoyed again. Seeing him like this, I cautiously asked him, do you want a kiss? He widened his eyes. Dream on. You kissed me and then dumped me? What do you take me for? Just a piece in your game. You're wasting your efforts every time. Do you think I'm still being fooled by you? Well, do you want to? Yes, he looked at me pitifully and said, but you have to come over. I'm not coming to you. In less than 2 minutes after the kiss, he regained the upper hand. So annoying. What's wrong? My possessiveness has gone through the roof. I feel like you're mine even if you don't divorce. I'm already divorced. Really? Why didn't you say it earlier? What was there to say earlier? I really feel guilty morally to kiss you, but fortunately, I don't really have any morals. Mike, you can't kiss there. After tossing and turning until midnight, he finally fell asleep. As he slept, his phone was still on, with the screen displaying his social media post that said, "Forget her tomorrow." 5 minutes ago, he commented on it himself. Tomorrow's will come. Below, all his buddies were teasing him. Okay, Mike is definitely falling in love this time. Tomorrow, then tomorrow. Do you believe it yourself? Look at your worthless appearance. Stop showing love on social media. Dude, there's nothing on social media that can't be posted. Those single guys here haven't offended you. 3 months after the divorce, Jake seemed to have calmed down. No more flowers, no more purses, and no more bothering me. I heard his family was setting him up with Lily, and they were close to getting engaged. He fell in love with someone else in just a few days and walked out of the marriage in just 3 months after 10 years of feelings. Wendy asked me how I felt about Jake and Lily getting engaged. I couldn't say I felt nothing at all. It's not hatred, just disgust. It's like watching a disgusting extramarital affair as a bystander, and for me, this affair was nothing but a passing story. Jake texted me the day before his engagement, asking if I wanted to give him a gift. I didn't reply. In the evening, Jake called me. Jane, I'm getting engaged tomorrow. Congrats, I said. He paused. I won't be able to send you good morning or good night messages anymore. I won't be able to take care of you. Don't you have anything to say to me? No, I do. Don't hang up. I've always wanted to ask you, did Mike tell you that I lied to you about the night of his birthday party? I didn't understand the purpose of his call. I sighed. Well, guess who the girl was that night with Mike? What do you mean? He was puzzled. You can hang out with your female students. Why can't I hang out with your brother? Jake got so mad he hung up. Then Mike's phone got blown up. Mike didn't answer. 2 hours later, when I thought everything had settled down, Jake, drunk, called again, crying and begging me, Jane, I can't forget you. I just canceled the engagement. I don't want to marry anyone except you. Will you give me another chance? I'm done with Lily. You're done with Mike. Let's start over. Remember you wanted a child? Let's have two. One like you, one like me. What do you say? Jake kept talking crazy, but I had run out of patience with the person underneath me. I took the phone and put it on speaker, but she couldn't hang up this end. She was 2 months pregnant. After Mike spoke, he looked dark, then viciously bit my shoulder. I groaned in pain. Jake called out in a loud, exploding voice, Mike, what are you doing? Jane, what's going on between you? He was so furious, failing to make sense. Mike, I'm going to kill you. It made my scalp tingle, but Mike wouldn't let me hang up. He said it was punishment. The louder Jake screamed, the harsher Mike was towards me. Isn't this what you like, Jane? Do you think he'd cry and ask me to go easy on you? Mike, you're a psycho. Stop playing, I begged. Yeah, I am a psycho. Thinking about how you used to smile at him like that before nearly drove me crazy. Divorced and you didn't delete. But before, you did that pretty quickly. I dared not argue back. He just countered me. In the end, he fiercely bit my lip. If you provoke me again, it won't be solved the second time. All right, can we sleep now? Sure, but you have to say you love me. I love you. I love you too. Only then did he let go of me. He took out a ring, put it on my finger, took a photo, and posted it on social media. Mine. I slept until the afternoon the next day. Heard Jake's wedding was canceled. Got into a fight with Mike again. Mike was sitting on my bed, looking pitiful, with tears at the corners of his eyes. His face had a bit of skin abrasion. Jake really infuriated me. I got dressed and went to settle the score with Jake. Turns out Jake was in the hospital, his face bandaged, hands broken. I stood there dumbfounded. Did you fall? His mistress beat me up. I looked at Mike, half believing and half doubting. Mike honestly confessed. Why couldn't I resist? I can't keep being beaten up by him. Don't you say you couldn't beat him? I am your future family member, he said, trembling in anger. Can't beat me. He's been beating me since I was little. He's just good at pretending. You believe him, but not me. Mike is a liar. He's been trying to seduce you for a long time. I was fooled and treated him like a brother. Jane, he really hurt me. Both said it hurt, but Mike's were pitiful while Jake's felt hateful and even disgusting to me. As I listened to Jake complain, I just found him noisy. Shouldn't you be getting beaten up anyway? You can't win. Then you blame others. I pulled Mike to leave. Mike took out his phone and showed it to Jake. What are you doing? Can't you use that one hand of yours? Mike opened the camera and handed the phone to Jake. Bro, come and look. Not for nothing. Help us take a picture. Then he pulled me close, kissed my cheek, and took several shots before finishing. I carefully selected one that showed the ring on my hand, posted it on social media, and captioned, "Thanks to my former bro for taking the picture. I'm happy." Both Jake and I were dumbfounded by this move. When Mike was leading me away, Jake hadn't reacted. It wasn't until we walked out of the ward that we heard Jake screaming wildly. The deranged Jake crawled furiously along the hospital corridor with his broken limbs. On the way back, Mike held my hand. Jane, I want to be with you for the next 10 years. I'm ready to live until 80. How about giving you the remaining 56 years? What's the difference? It's a big difference. The initiative is in your hands. I submit to you unconditionally. Oh, what about tonight? Jane, I'm expressing my affection. Not tonight. You have to submit to me. It's a matter of a man's dignity. Can't give in on this. I didn't say a word. All right, the first half of the night is yours. The second half is mine. Deal. Is it starting now? Now? He glanced at the time. Damn it, I'm in it for the long haul.